You're Not Shy. Secrets to Emotional Intelligence Mastery. Written by Ronnie Rowland. Published by Growth Literacy Lounge. What if the very trait you've been told to hide was the key to unlocking your greatest potential? What if your perceived shyness wasn't a weakness but a powerful foundation for meaningful connections, profound self-awareness, and personal success? This book is an invitation to reimagine what it means to be shy and to uncover the hidden superpower of emotional intelligence. Many of us navigate life believing that to succeed, we must transform ourselves into someone else, more outgoing, more assertive, more extroverted. But what if the answer isn't to change who you are, but to master what's already within you? Emotional intelligence is the bridge that turns fear into confidence, sensitivity into empathy, and self-doubt into self-assurance. In these pages, you'll discover how emotional intelligence can transform every aspect of your life. Whether it's navigating relationships, handling conflict, or leading with quiet confidence, this book offers practical strategies to help you turn everyday challenges into opportunities for growth. You'll learn how to build resilience, communicate effectively, and connect deeply, all while staying true to yourself. This isn't a book about changing who you are. It's about uncovering the strengths that lie beneath the surface of your shyness and using them to your advantage. From understanding your emotions to managing them with grace, from cultivating empathy to mastering nonverbal communication, each chapter is designed to guide you step by step toward emotional mastery. Through relatable examples, real-world applications, and actionable strategies, you'll see how emotional intelligence can transform not just how you interact with others, but how you see yourself. This is your blueprint for embracing your authentic self while building a life filled with confidence, connection, and fulfillment. So, if you've ever felt that your shyness holds you back, know this: your sensitivity, introspection, and attentiveness are strengths waiting to be harnessed. Emotional intelligence isn't about changing who you are, it's about amplifying your unique gifts. Let this journey inspire you to turn your quiet power into an unstoppable force, one step at a time. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Shyness Unmasked. Shyness often comes with a label, a misunderstood quality mistaken for weakness, aloofness, or even social incompetence. However, beneath the surface of what many see as a flaw lies a hidden strength waiting to be unleashed. What if shyness wasn't something to overcome but a trait to harness? What if it was your secret weapon? Imagine the quiet observer in a room, picking up details that others miss, the subtle shift in someone's tone, the unspoken emotions behind their words. Shy individuals often possess a heightened sensitivity to their surroundings, an intuitive ability to empathize, and a unique perspective that others may lack. These qualities form the foundation for emotional intelligence, a skill set that can turn the misunderstood curse of shyness into a transformative superpower. In this chapter, we'll reframe shyness, exploring its true nature and uncovering how it can become a springboard for meaningful connections, profound self-awareness, and personal success. It's essential to distinguish shyness from introversion, a common misconception. While introversion relates to how you recharge your energy, often preferring solitude, shyness is rooted in how you feel and behave in social situations. Shyness stems from self-consciousness or fear of judgment, while introverts can be confident in social settings but prefer not to overextend themselves. This distinction matters because it highlights that shyness is not a permanent personality trait, it's a mindset and emotional response that can be understood and transformed. Shy individuals often spend more time listening than speaking, and this isn't a drawback, it's a superpower. By listening deeply, you can pick up on cues others might overlook, such as tone, body language, or unspoken emotions. These skills naturally align with the core principles of emotional intelligence: awareness of your emotions and sensitivity to others. For example, consider Susan Cain, the author of Quiet, who describes how being a quiet observer helped her succeed as a lawyer, author, and speaker. Cain leveraged her introspective tendencies to create deep connections with her audience, proving that quiet observation and empathy can be powerful tools. History and modern society are filled with examples of people who turned their shyness into a strength. Albert Einstein, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds in history, described himself as passionately curious but socially awkward. Yet, his introspection and ability to focus on complex problems reshaped our understanding of the universe. Another example is Emma Watson, the renowned actress and activist, who openly discusses her struggles with shyness and introversion. She uses these qualities to foster authenticity and depth in her public engagements, creating an impactful presence that resonates globally. These individuals didn't change who they were, they embraced their natural tendencies and developed emotional intelligence to build meaningful relationships and influence the world. Shyness isn't a limitation, it's an opportunity. It means you are introspective, thoughtful, and often more emotionally attuned than others. Emotional intelligence is built on these very traits. By reframing your shyness as a hidden strength, you're already taking the first step toward transformation. Rather than forcing yourself to fit a mold of extroversion, lean into your natural abilities. Embrace the reflective moments where you process your feelings and those of others. Recognize the power in being selective with your words, ensuring that when you speak, people listen. Shyness, at its core, is a gateway to emotional intelligence mastery. By understanding the unique strengths that come with being shy, you can begin to see it not as a barrier but as a bridge to meaningful relationships, profound self-awareness, and personal success. In the chapters ahead, we'll explore how to build on this foundation, cultivating emotional intelligence step by step. For now, remember, what the world sees as shyness, you can redefine as your greatest strength. Chapter 2. The Foundation of Emotional Intelligence. What if the key to unlocking your hidden strengths lay in understanding your emotions? Emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness, the ability to recognize, understand, and accept your emotions without judgment. This foundational skill is not only the cornerstone of emotional intelligence, but also the first step toward transforming shyness into a superpower. Self-awareness isn't just about noticing how you feel, it's about understanding why you feel that way, and how your emotions influence your thoughts and actions. For someone who identifies as shy, self-awareness provides the tools to break free from the self-imposed limitations of fear, doubt, and social discomfort. In this chapter, we'll explore the core components of self-awareness, introduce practical tools for enhancing it, and uncover how embracing this skill can redefine your emotional experiences and interpersonal interactions. The first step in building self-awareness is recognizing your emotional triggers, those situations, words, or actions that provoke an emotional response. These triggers often hold the key to deeper insights about yourself. For example, a crowded room. Do you feel overwhelmed because you're worried about making small talk or being judged? Critical feedback. Does it make you feel defensive because it challenges your sense of competence or self-worth? By identifying these triggers, you gain clarity about the underlying beliefs and fears that shape your emotional responses. Practical exercise. Keep a journal of situations that provoke strong emotions. Write down what happened, how you felt, and what you think caused that emotion. Over time, patterns will emerge, offering valuable insights into your emotional landscape. Tools to develop self-awareness. 1. Mindfulness practices. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment without judgment. Regular mindfulness practice helps you observe your emotions as they arise, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Techniques such as deep breathing or guided meditations are excellent starting points. 2. Journaling. Writing about your thoughts and feelings is a powerful way to understand them better. Use prompts such as "What am I feeling right now?" or "What events led to this emotion?" to dive deeper. 3. Feedback from trusted sources. Sometimes others see patterns in our behavior that we miss. Asking for feedback from people you trust can shed light on blind spots in your self-awareness. Self-awareness is not just about personal growth, it's the foundation for connecting with others. When you understand your emotions, you're better equipped to communicate them clearly and authentically. This fosters trust and makes others feel more comfortable sharing their own emotions with you. Consider this scenario: you're in a meeting, and someone dismisses your idea. Without self-awareness, you might react with anger or retreat into silence, feeling unappreciated. But with self-awareness, you can pause, recognize the feelings of frustration or insecurity, and respond constructively, perhaps by clarifying your idea or seeking feedback. This level of emotional intelligence not only diffuses tension but also strengthens your credibility and influence. Oprah Winfrey is a prime example of someone who uses self-awareness to connect with her audience. By openly sharing her emotions and personal struggles, she creates a space where others feel seen and heard, exemplifying the power of self-awareness in building meaningful relationships. For those who identify as shy, Self-awareness can feel like a double-edged sword. It makes you acutely aware of your discomfort in social settings. However, this sensitivity is actually a strength. It allows you to notice subtleties in your emotions and the emotions of others, giving you a unique advantage in navigating complex social dynamics. By developing self-awareness, you gain control over your emotional responses, transforming anxiety into calm confidence and fear into curiosity. This newfound clarity empowers you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace opportunities for growth. Self-awareness is the foundation upon which emotional intelligence is built. By recognizing your emotional triggers, practicing mindfulness, and embracing your sensitivity as a strength, you can take control of your emotional experiences and interactions. This not only enhances your personal growth but also equips you to connect with others on a deeper level. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to manage your emotions effectively, turning emotional reactions into strategic responses. For now, remember, understanding yourself is the first step toward mastering your emotions and transforming your shyness into your greatest asset. Chapter 3: The Art of Managing Emotions. Imagine this. You're in a situation where someone's harsh words sting you. Your heart races, your mind floods with responses, some defensive, some angry. You're at a crossroads. Do you react impulsively, or do you take a breath and respond with intention? The ability to choose the latter defines emotional management. Managing emotions is the heart of emotional intelligence. It's the skill that turns emotional reactions into strategic responses, enabling you to navigate challenges with grace and confidence. For those who identify as shy, learning to manage emotions can transform fear and anxiety into calm assurance and resilience. In this chapter, we'll explore practical strategies for managing emotions, the impact of emotional regulation on personal and professional success, and real-world examples that demonstrate the power of emotional mastery. Uncontrolled emotions can cloud judgment, damage relationships, and lead to regretful decisions. On the other hand, managing emotions allows you to maintain composure in stressful situations, build trust and credibility with others, approach challenges with clarity and purpose. For shy individuals, emotional management can help in social interactions where fear of judgment or rejection feels overwhelming. By learning to regulate these emotions, you can step into situations with confidence, knowing you're in control of your reactions. Techniques for managing emotions. 1. Pause and breathe. When emotions start to rise, pausing for a moment can prevent impulsive reactions. Practice deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. This simple technique signals your brain to calm down, allowing you to regain control. Real-life scenario: in a meeting, if someone interrupts you, pause and take a breath before responding. This shows self-assurance and prevents a defensive reaction. 2. Label your emotions. Naming what you're feeling can diffuse the intensity of the emotion. Instead of saying, "I'm upset," specify, "I feel frustrated because my ideas weren't acknowledged." This clarity helps you address the root cause rather than reacting to the surface-level emotion. 3. Reframe negative thoughts. Shy individuals often fall into patterns of self-doubt, interpreting situations through a lens of fear or inadequacy. Practice reframing negative thoughts into empowering ones. For example, negative thought: "I'm terrible at making small talk." Reframe thought: "I'm great at listening, which makes me excellent at meaningful conversations." 4. Use physical movement to reset. Physical activity, like walking, stretching, or even shaking out your arms, can help release built-up tension and reset your emotional state. Emotional management isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about channeling them constructively. This skill builds resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to challenges. Consider this example. A shy professional named Maria prepares diligently for a big presentation. When a technical issue disrupts her flow, she feels panic rising. Instead of succumbing to it, she pauses, takes a breath, and calmly addresses the audience, saying, "Technology keeps us on our toes, doesn't it?" Her composure earns admiration and trust, turning a potential disaster into a moment of connection. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel fear, frustration, or sadness. It means you can acknowledge those emotions and choose how to respond in a way that aligns with your values and goals. Managing your emotions doesn't just benefit you, it positively impacts those around you. When you remain calm and composed, you create an environment of stability and trust, encouraging others to do the same. In leadership, for instance, emotional regulation can inspire confidence in your team. Think of leaders like Barack Obama, known for his steady demeanor even under immense pressure. His ability to manage emotions created an atmosphere of trust and clarity, enabling collaboration and problem solving. For shy individuals, this ripple effect can be transformative. By managing your emotions, you can create a space where others feel comfortable opening up, leading to deeper connections and mutual understanding. Managing emotions is a skill that requires practice. There will be times when your emotions get the better of you, and that's okay. The key is to learn from those moments. Reflect on what triggered your reaction and how you could respond differently next time. Here are a few strategies to overcome challenges. Anticipate triggers. Prepare for situations that tend to provoke strong emotions. For example, if you know social gatherings make you anxious, practice calming techniques beforehand. Seek support. Share your feelings with trusted friends, mentors, or a therapist. They can provide guidance and perspective, helping you navigate challenging emotions. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge the moments when you manage your emotions well. Small victories build confidence and reinforce positive habits. The art of managing emotions is a powerful tool for personal growth and meaningful connection. By mastering this skill, you can navigate challenges with confidence, build resilience, and create an environment where trust and understanding thrive. As we move forward in this journey, the next chapter will delve into the cornerstone of emotional intelligence, empathy. For now, remember that every time you choose to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, you're taking a step closer to emotional mastery. Chapter 4. Building Empathy, Brick by Brick. Empathy is often seen as the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It allows you to connect with others, understand their emotions, and foster trust and understanding. For someone who identifies as shy, empathy can feel like both a strength and a challenge. On one hand, shy individuals tend to be observant and sensitive to others' feelings. On the other, fear of judgment or rejection might prevent them from acting on their empathetic instincts. What if you could turn this sensitivity into a superpower? In this chapter, we'll explore the science of empathy, practical ways to develop it, and how it can transform your relationships and interactions. Empathy is more than just a feeling. It's a neurological process. The brain's mirror neurons enable us to understand and share others' emotions. When you see someone smile, your brain mirrors that feeling, fostering connection. This biological foundation makes empathy a natural skill for everyone, though some are more attuned to it than others. For shy individuals, this natural attunement can be amplified by their observational nature. Being quieter often means listening more, picking up on subtle cues in tone, body language, and facial expressions. This attentiveness is a key advantage in developing empathy. Practical exercises to cultivate empathy. 1. Active listening. The first step in building empathy is truly listening. This means not just hearing words but understanding the emotions behind them. Practice. Next time you're in a conversation, focus entirely on the other person. Avoid thinking about what you'll say next. Instead, ask clarifying questions like, "How did that make you feel?" or "What happened next?" 2. Perspective taking. Empathy grows when you try to see the world from another person's point of view. Practice. Imagine yourself in someone else's situation. How would you feel if you were experiencing what they're going through? Writing down your thoughts can deepen this exercise. 3. Empathy journaling. At the end of each day, reflect on interactions where you noticed someone's emotions. Write about what you observed, how you felt, and what you could do to support them. 4. Practice kindness. Small acts of kindness, like offering a compliment or helping someone with a task, can create moments of connection that build empathy. Even a smile can make a difference. Consider Sarah, a shy young woman who felt invisible in her workplace. She decided to lean into her natural empathy. By focusing on active listening during meetings, she became the colleague others turned to for advice and support. Over time, her empathetic nature elevated her to a leadership role. Sarah's story highlights a powerful truth. Empathy isn't about being outgoing or assertive, it's about showing others you care and understand. Empathy is the glue that holds relationships together. Whether it's with family, friends, or coworkers, understanding someone's emotions fosters trust and strengthens bonds. For shy individuals, empathy can break down barriers of fear and self-doubt. By focusing on others' emotions, you shift the spotlight away from yourself, reducing social anxiety. This not only helps others feel valued but also builds your confidence in connecting with people. While empathy is powerful, it can also be draining if not managed well. This is especially true for sensitive individuals who feel deeply affected by others' emotions. Tips to prevent empathy fatigue. Set boundaries. Recognize when you need to step back and recharge. Practice self-compassion. Extend the same kindness to yourself that you offer others. Focus on what you can control. You can't fix every problem, but showing understanding is often enough. Empathy isn't just a skill, it's a superpower for building meaningful connections and transforming relationships. By listening actively, taking others' perspectives, and practicing kindness, you can deepen your emotional intelligence and create an environment of trust and understanding. In the next chapter, we'll explore the subtle yet powerful role of nonverbal communication in emotional intelligence. For now, remember, every empathetic act is a brick in the foundation of stronger relationships. Chapter 5. The Power of Nonverbal Communication. You've probably heard the saying, actions speak louder than words. This is particularly true when it comes to nonverbal communication. While words convey information, nonverbal cues such as body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice carry the emotional weight of our messages. Studies suggest that as much as 93% of communication is nonverbal, meaning what you don't say is often more impactful than what you do. For shy individuals, mastering nonverbal communication can be transformative. Even without speaking much, your nonverbal cues can project confidence, foster connection, and leave a lasting impression. In this chapter, we'll explore the key elements of nonverbal communication, provide strategies to improve it, and examine how it contributes to emotional intelligence. The components of nonverbal communication. 1. Body language. Your posture, gestures, and movements can communicate volumes about your emotional state. Confident posture. Standing tall with your shoulders back projects confidence, even if you feel nervous. Open gestures. Avoid crossing your arms, as it may appear defensive. Use open hand gestures to show receptiveness. 2. Facial expressions. Your face is a mirror of your emotions. A genuine smile, for instance, signals warmth and approachability, while furrowed brows might convey concern or confusion. 3. Eye contact. Maintaining appropriate eye contact shows that you're engaged and trustworthy. For shy individuals, this can be challenging, but even brief eye contact can make a big difference. 4. Tone of voice. How you say something often matters more than the words themselves. A calm, steady tone conveys confidence, while a rushed or shaky tone might suggest nervousness. 5. Personal space. Respecting personal boundaries fosters comfort and trust. Pay attention to cultural differences, as perceptions of personal space vary widely. The practical strategies to enhance nonverbal communication. 1. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and practice different nonverbal cues. Observe your posture, gestures, and facial expressions. This helps you become more aware of what others see when they interact with you. 2. Record and review. Record yourself speaking or interacting with others. Pay attention to your nonverbal cues and identify areas for improvement. 3. Observe others. Watch how confident individuals use nonverbal communication. Notice their posture, gestures, and eye contact, and try to incorporate similar behaviors into your interactions. 4. Slow down. When nervous, people often rush their movements and speech. Take a deep breath, slow your gestures, and speak at a steady pace to appear calm and composed. 5. Practice active listening. Show you're engaged by nodding occasionally, maintaining eye contact, and leaning slightly forward. These cues demonstrate that you're fully present in the conversation. Nonverbal communication is a key component of emotional intelligence because it enhances your ability to understand and respond to others' emotions. For example, recognizing when someone avoids eye contact might indicate discomfort or distraction. A subtle smile during a tense moment can help diffuse tension and build rapport. For shy individuals, nonverbal communication provides a powerful tool to connect without needing to dominate conversations. By focusing on your nonverbal cues, you can convey confidence and warmth, even if you say little. Consider Alex, a shy professional who struggled in meetings. Instead of trying to talk more, Alex focused on improving his nonverbal communication. He practiced maintaining eye contact, sitting with a straight posture, and using open hand gestures. Over time, his colleagues began to perceive him as confident and approachable, even when he spoke sparingly. Alex's story illustrates that nonverbal communication can amplify your presence without requiring you to change your personality or push beyond your comfort zone. Nonverbal cues have the power to influence how others perceive you and how you perceive yourself. For example, adopting a power pose, standing tall with your hands on your hips before a challenging situation, can increase feelings of confidence. A warm smile can not only make others feel at ease but also trigger positive emotions within yourself. These small shifts in your nonverbal behavior can have a profound impact on your interactions and self-perception. Chapter 6. Emotional Intelligence in the Digital Age. The world has changed dramatically with the rise of digital communication. Emails, text messages, social media, and video calls have transformed the way we connect, collaborate, and express ourselves. While these platforms offer convenience, they also come with challenges: miscommunication, emotional detachment, and the difficulty of conveying empathy through a screen. For shy individuals, the digital realm can feel like both a refuge and a minefield. On one hand, it provides a space to interact without the pressure of face-to-face conversations. On the other, it demands a new kind of emotional intelligence to navigate online dynamics effectively. In this chapter, we'll explore how to adapt emotional intelligence to the digital age, including strategies for managing online interactions, avoiding common pitfalls, and using technology to build authentic connections. Emotional intelligence in digital communication involves recognizing and managing emotions, both your own and others, without the benefit of face-to-face cues. Unlike in-person interactions, where tone, body language, and facial expressions provide context, digital communication relies heavily on words, timing, and tone of voice in the case of video calls. It's easy to misinterpret written messages without facial expressions or tone for context. Delayed responses. Text and email allow for delayed reactions, which can create uncertainty or anxiety. Overexposure. Social media can overwhelm users with emotional content, leading to empathy fatigue. Strategies for emotional intelligence online. 1. Be intentional with your words. In digital spaces, your words carry extra weight. Choose them carefully to ensure clarity and kindness. Example: instead of writing "we need to talk about this," which might sound confrontational, try, "Can we discuss this when you're free? I'd love to get your thoughts." 2. Add emotional context. Emojis and punctuation can help convey tone in written messages. Example: a simple "thanks" feels warmer than "thanks." Adding emojis like can further clarify your tone. 3. Pause before you respond. The instantaneous nature of digital communication can lead to impulsive reactions. Take a moment to consider your response, especially in emotionally charged situations. Practice. If you receive a frustrating email, draft a response but don't send it immediately. Revisit it later with a clear mind. 4. Read between the lines. Pay attention to the underlying emotions in others' messages. If someone's email seems curt, consider that they might be busy or stressed rather than upset with you. 5. Use video calls thoughtfully. While video calls restore some nonverbal elements of communication, they can also feel overwhelming. Use them when nuanced conversations are needed, such as resolving conflicts or brainstorming ideas. The pitfalls of digital communication. 1. Overinterpreting messages. Without tone and body language, it's easy to read too much into a short reply or lack of response. Solution: avoid jumping to conclusions. If in doubt, ask for clarification rather than assuming the worst. 2. The comparison trap. Social media often showcases curated versions of people's lives, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy. Solution: practice self-awareness by recognizing when scrolling affects your emotions. Limit your exposure if necessary and focus on meaningful interactions. 3. Conflict escalation. Digital conflicts can escalate quickly due to misunderstandings and impulsive responses. Solution: address sensitive topics through phone or video calls where possible, and prioritize empathy when crafting written responses. Leveraging technology for authentic connections. Despite its challenges, technology can enhance emotional intelligence when used intentionally. Here's how. Deepen relationships. Use video calls for regular check-ins with friends and family, ensuring you maintain meaningful connections despite physical distance. Practice gratitude. Send personalized messages to express appreciation, such as a thank you note or a compliment. Learn empathy online. Follow diverse voices on social media to broaden your perspective and understanding of others' experiences. Example: Alex, a shy entrepreneur, struggled to connect with clients in person. By leveraging LinkedIn, he shared thoughtful posts, engaged with others' content, and initiated virtual coffee chats. These interactions allowed him to build professional relationships in a way that felt authentic and manageable. Adapting emotional intelligence to the digital age doesn't just make you a better communicator, it sets you apart. In a world where miscommunication is common, your ability to convey empathy, clarity, and emotional awareness online can strengthen personal and professional relationships. The digital age presents both challenges and opportunities for emotional intelligence. By being mindful of your words, tone, and timing, you can navigate online interactions with grace and confidence. Remember, empathy, clarity, and intentionality are your greatest allies in the digital world. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the Confidence Conundrum, exploring how emotional intelligence can help you build quiet confidence from within. For now, take a moment to reflect. How can you bring more empathy and authenticity to your digital interactions today? Chapter 7. The Confidence Conundrum. Confidence is often misunderstood. Many people equate it with extroversion, an outgoing, assertive personality that commands attention. But true confidence doesn't come from being the loudest voice in the room, it comes from within. For those who identify as shy, the pressure to appear extroverted can feel overwhelming, leading to self-doubt and feelings of inadequacy. What if confidence didn't mean changing who you are but embracing who you've always been? In this chapter, we'll explore how emotional intelligence can help you build quiet, unshakable confidence. By understanding your emotions, reframing self-doubt, and celebrating your unique strengths, you can cultivate a confidence that feels authentic and empowering. Debunking myths about confidence. Myth 1. Confidence means being extroverted. Confidence isn't about how much you talk or how outgoing you are, it's about believing in your abilities and worth. Many successful leaders and innovators, from introverts like Bill Gates to soft-spoken leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, demonstrate that confidence doesn't require being the center of attention. Myth 2. Confidence is constant. Even the most self-assured individuals have moments of doubt. Confidence isn't a permanent state, it's a skill you develop over time by consistently challenging yourself and recognizing your progress. Myth 3. Confidence is all about winning. True confidence isn't tied to success or failure, it's rooted in resilience. It's about knowing you can handle setbacks and adapt to challenges. Practices to build quiet confidence. 1. Know your strengths. Confidence grows when you acknowledge your unique abilities. Write down your skills, achievements, and qualities that make you proud. Refer to this list when self-doubt creeps in. Example: if you're a great listener, recognize how this allows you to build deep, meaningful connections, an invaluable trait in personal and professional settings. 2. Reframe negative self-talk. Shy individuals often engage in self-criticism, amplifying their insecurities. Practice challenging negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Example: negative thought: I'm terrible at networking. Reframe thought: I'm great at forming one-on-one connections, which is just as valuable as networking. 3. Set small, achievable goals. Confidence builds through action. Start with small steps outside your comfort zone, like speaking up in a meeting or attending a social event. Celebrate each success, no matter how small. 4. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness, especially when things don't go as planned. Remember that growth comes from imperfection, not perfection. Emotional intelligence plays a critical role in developing confidence by helping you understand and manage your emotions. For example, self-awareness. Recognizing your insecurities allows you to address them without judgment. Emotional regulation. Managing fear or anxiety in social situations helps you approach challenges with a clear mind. Empathy. Understanding others' emotions fosters connection and reduces feelings of isolation, boosting your self-assurance. For example, consider Maria, a shy professional who dreaded public speaking. By focusing on her strengths, being well-prepared and empathetic, she gradually built confidence. Over time, she realized that her calm demeanor and thoughtful approach resonated with her audience, proving that quiet confidence can be just as impactful as charisma. Even if you don't feel confident, adopting confident body language can shift your mindset. Power poses. Standing tall with your shoulders back and arms open signals confidence to others and yourself. Smile. A genuine smile not only makes you approachable but also triggers positive emotions in your brain. Eye contact. Maintaining steady eye contact conveys self-assurance and fosters trust. Shy individuals often worry about how they're perceived, leading to overthinking or withdrawal. Emotional intelligence helps you shift the focus from yourself to others, easing social anxiety and strengthening relationships. Tips for building confidence in relationships. Ask open-ended questions. Show interest in others, which takes the spotlight off you and builds rapport. Practice active listening. Engaging with others deeply fosters trust and connection. Value quality over quantity. Focus on forming a few meaningful connections, rather than trying to impress everyone. Confidence isn't about being loud or fearless. It's about embracing who you are and trusting your abilities. By leveraging emotional intelligence, reframing self-doubt, and taking small steps outside your comfort zone, you can cultivate a quiet, unshakable confidence that feels authentic to you. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to turn conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper connection through emotional intelligence. For now, remember, confidence doesn't come from being someone else, it comes from embracing yourself. Chapter 8. Conflict as an opportunity. Conflict is often seen as something to be avoided, an uncomfortable clash of opinions or emotions that leaves people feeling drained and frustrated. But what if conflict wasn't inherently negative? What if it were an opportunity for growth, connection, and understanding? For those who identify as shy, conflict can feel especially daunting, often leading to avoidance or internalized frustration. The truth is, conflict is an inevitable part of life, and learning to navigate it with emotional intelligence can transform it from a source of stress into a platform for personal and relational development. In this chapter, we'll explore how to approach conflict constructively, manage emotions during disputes, and use conflict to build stronger connections. Conflict, at its core, is simply a divergence of needs, values, or perspectives. When approached with emotional intelligence, it can lead to better understanding. Conflict reveals what truly matters to both parties. Creative solutions. Tensions can inspire innovative compromises that wouldn't have emerged otherwise. Deeper connections. Resolving conflict together fosters trust and mutual respect. Reframing conflict as an opportunity requires shifting your mindset from one of opposition to collaboration. Instead of seeing the other person as an adversary, view them as a partner in finding a solution. Conflict often triggers strong emotions such as anger, frustration, or anxiety. For shy individuals, these feelings may manifest as internalized stress or a fear of confrontation. To manage these emotions effectively, 1. Recognize your triggers. Identify situations that tend to provoke conflict-related anxiety. Awareness of these triggers allows you to prepare mentally and emotionally. 2. Pause and reflect. Before reacting, take a moment to breathe and assess your emotions. This pause creates space for a thoughtful response rather than an impulsive reaction. 3. Name your emotions. Acknowledge how you're feeling. Saying to yourself, "I'm feeling frustrated," can help diffuse the intensity of the emotion. Strategies for navigating conflict constructively. 1. Listen actively. Most conflicts escalate because people feel unheard. Focus on understanding the other person's perspective without interrupting or planning your response while they're speaking. Tip. Use phrases like "I hear what you're saying" or "it sounds like you're feeling" to show empathy and validate their emotions. 2. Communicate your needs clearly. Shy individuals may struggle to express their needs during conflict, leading to unaddressed grievances. Practice using I statements to communicate assertively without sounding accusatory. Example. Instead of saying "you never listen to me," try "I feel unheard when I'm interrupted during discussions." 3. Focus on the issue, not the person. Keep the conversation centered on the problem rather than attacking the individual. This approach fosters collaboration rather than defensiveness. 4. Seek win-win solutions. Conflict doesn't have to result in winners and losers. Strive for outcomes that address both parties' needs and values. Example. If a disagreement arises over work deadlines, propose a compromise that meets the team's goals while respecting individual workloads. Consider John, a shy team member who felt overwhelmed by his coworker's demanding tone. Instead of avoiding the situation, he approached his coworker calmly and said, "I value your input, but I feel pressured when deadlines are communicated last minute. Could we discuss timelines earlier in the process?" This simple, assertive statement opened a dialogue, leading to a better workflow and improved collaboration. John's experience highlights the power of addressing conflict with emotional intelligence. By expressing his feelings constructively, he transformed tension into a stronger working relationship. Empathy is crucial in navigating conflict. When you try to understand the other person's emotions and perspective, you diffuse tension and create a space for collaboration. Practical exercise. During your next disagreement, pause and ask yourself, what might the other person be feeling right now? What's driving their perspective? Use this understanding to guide your response, ensuring it addresses their concerns as well as your own. Conflict doesn't have to be a source of fear. By practicing emotional intelligence, you can approach disputes with confidence, knowing you have the tools to navigate them constructively. Remember, it's not about avoiding conflict, it's about handling it in a way that strengthens relationships rather than damaging them. Conflict, when approached with emotional intelligence, is not something to fear but an opportunity to grow. By listening actively, managing your emotions, and seeking collaborative solutions, you can turn disputes into stepping stones for deeper understanding and connection. In the next chapter, we'll explore how emotional intelligence can transform your approach to leadership, inspiring others and building trust through emotional mastery. For now, reflect on a recent conflict and consider, what could you learn or gain from it, if you approached it as an opportunity? Chapter 9. Emotional Intelligence in Leadership. Leadership isn't about titles or authority, it's about influence, inspiration, and connection. Emotional intelligence is at the core of effective leadership, allowing you to understand and respond to the needs of your team while fostering trust and collaboration. For shy individuals, the idea of leading might seem daunting, but leadership isn't reserved for the loudest voice in the room. In fact, quiet, empathetic leaders often leave the most lasting impact. In this chapter, we'll explore how emotional intelligence transforms leadership, providing strategies for inspiring and empowering others while staying true to your unique strengths. Leaders with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to build trust. By showing empathy and authenticity, they create a safe space for open communication, motivate others. Understanding team members' emotions helps leaders inspire and align them with shared goals. Navigate challenges. Emotional regulation allows leaders to remain calm and focused under pressure. Consider well-known leaders like Jacinda Ardern, whose empathetic approach as Prime Minister of New Zealand inspired trust and unity during times of crisis. Her emotional intelligence created a leadership style rooted in compassion and strength, demonstrating the power of these traits in driving effective outcomes. The Emotional Intelligence Framework for Leadership. 1. Self-awareness. Great leaders understand their strengths, weaknesses, and emotional triggers. Self-awareness allows you to lead with authenticity and humility. Practice. Reflect on how your emotions influence your leadership style. Are there moments when stress affects your decisions? Awareness is the first step to improvement. 2. Self-regulation. Leaders who manage their emotions effectively inspire confidence and stability in their teams. Tip. Practice pausing before reacting to challenging situations. Take a moment to consider the best response, even in high-pressure environments. 3. Empathy. Empathy enables leaders to connect with team members on a deeper level, fostering loyalty and collaboration. Example. During a tough project, check in with your team individually. Ask how they're feeling and listen actively to their concerns. 4. Social skills. Strong leaders excel at building relationships and resolving conflicts constructively. Tip. Encourage open communication within your team. Create an environment where everyone feels heard and valued. 5. Motivation. Emotionally intelligent leaders are driven by a sense of purpose, inspiring others to pursue shared goals. Practice. Share your vision with your team. Explain why their contributions matter and how they align with the bigger picture. Practical leadership strategies for shy individuals. 1. Lead by example. Actions often speak louder than words. Show your team how to handle challenges with composure, dedication, and empathy. 2. Leverage one-on-one interactions. Shy leaders often excel in one-on-one settings. Use this strength to build individual relationships with team members, understanding their needs and motivations. 3. Prepare for key moments. If public speaking or group settings make you anxious, preparation can be your ally. Rehearse important presentations and focus on key points to boost your confidence. 4. Delegate wisely. Leadership isn't about doing everything yourself. Empower your team by delegating tasks that align with their strengths and interests. 5. Ask questions. Shy individuals often shine as thoughtful listeners. Use this skill to ask insightful questions, encouraging your team to share their ideas and perspectives. Consider Rachel, a shy manager who initially felt out of place in her role. Instead of trying to mimic extroverted leaders, she embraced her strengths, listening deeply and fostering genuine connections. Rachel began scheduling regular one-on-one meetings with her team, creating an open dialogue that allowed her to address concerns and celebrate successes. Over time, her empathetic leadership style earned her team's trust and respect, demonstrating that quiet leadership can be just as impactful as a more assertive approach. Emotionally intelligent leaders don't just influence their teams, they shape cultures. By modeling empathy, resilience, and authenticity, you inspire others to adopt these traits, creating a ripple effect that enhances collaboration, innovation, and morale. Leadership isn't about being the loudest or most charismatic person in the room, it's about connecting, inspiring, and empowering others. By leveraging emotional intelligence, you can lead with authenticity, even if you identify as shy. Remember, the best leaders are those who understand and uplift the people around them. In the next chapter, we'll explore how emotional intelligence can fuel personal growth, turning everyday challenges into opportunities for self-improvement. For now, reflect on this question. How can you use your unique strengths to lead and inspire those around you? Chapter 10. Emotional Intelligence for Personal Growth. Personal growth is a journey, not a destination. It's about evolving through challenges, learning from setbacks, and continuously striving to become the best version of yourself. At the heart of this journey lies emotional intelligence. By understanding and managing your emotions, you can turn obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and aspirations into achievements. For shy individuals, personal growth often involves overcoming self-doubt, navigating fear, and stepping outside of comfort zones. But with emotional intelligence as your guide, you can approach growth with resilience, clarity, and confidence. This chapter will explore how EI can fuel personal development, providing actionable strategies for self-improvement and empowerment. Emotional intelligence enhances personal growth by helping you navigate change. Life's transitions, whether planned or unexpected, often evoke strong emotions. EI helps you process these feelings constructively, overcome limiting beliefs. Self-awareness reveals thought patterns that hold you back, allowing you to replace them with empowering beliefs. Embrace feedback. Emotionally intelligent individuals view feedback as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. Stay resilient. By managing your emotions, you can bounce back from challenges with strength and determination. Strategies for using EI to foster personal growth. 1. Reflect regularly. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence and personal growth. By examining your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you can identify areas for improvement and celebrate your progress. Practice. Spend 10 minutes each evening journaling about your day. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done differently? 2. Set emotionally aligned goals. Your goals should reflect your values and passions. Emotional intelligence helps you align your ambitions with what truly matters to you. Tip. Instead of setting vague goals like be more confident, define specific actions such as speak up in one meeting this week. 3. Develop emotional resilience. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it. Emotionally intelligent individuals embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Example, when faced with a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I approach it differently next time? 4. Practice self-compassion. Growth isn't linear, and there will be times when you stumble. Treat yourself with kindness, recognizing that every mistake is a step forward in your journey. Affirmation. Repeat to yourself, I am learning and growing every day. Consider Michael, a shy college student who struggled with presentations. His fear of speaking in front of others often led to avoidance, stalling his academic progress. By practicing self-awareness, Michael recognized that his fear stemmed from perfectionism, and a fear of judgment. He began to reframe his thoughts, telling himself, "My goal isn't to be perfect, it's to share my ideas." Michael also practiced emotional regulation techniques, such as deep breathing and visualization, before his presentations. Over time, his confidence grew, and he discovered that his thoughtful, prepared approach resonated with his audience. Michael's journey highlights how emotional intelligence can transform personal challenges into growth opportunities. As you grow, the benefits extend beyond yourself. Personal growth enhances your relationships, career, and community by inspiring others. Your progress encourages those around you to pursue their own growth. Improving communication. Emotional intelligence helps you express yourself clearly and authentically, strengthening connections, contributing meaningfully. As you grow, you're better equipped to make a positive impact in your personal and professional circles. Overcoming barriers to growth. 1. Fear of failure. Fear often paralyzes growth. Instead of avoiding failure, view it as a necessary step in learning. Mantra. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. 2. Impatience. Growth takes time. Celebrate small wins along the way to stay motivated. Practice. Break larger goals into smaller, achievable milestones. 3. Comparing yourself to others. Focus on your unique journey rather than measuring your progress against others. Affirmation. I am on my path, and that is enough. Personal growth is a lifelong journey that begins with emotional intelligence. By reflecting on your emotions, setting meaningful goals, and practicing resilience, you can continuously evolve and thrive. Remember, growth isn't about becoming someone else, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. In the next chapter, we'll explore how emotional intelligence applies to everyday life, providing practical examples of how you can use these skills in common scenarios. For now, take a moment to reflect. How can you use emotional intelligence to take the next step in your personal growth journey? Chapter 11. Emotional intelligence in everyday life. Emotional intelligence isn't just a tool for leadership, conflict resolution, or personal growth. It's a skill that enhances the quality of everyday interactions. Whether you're managing relationships, navigating workplace dynamics, or simply connecting with strangers, EI helps you handle situations with empathy, understanding, and authenticity. For shy individuals, everyday life can present unique challenges, from feeling overwhelmed in social settings to misinterpreting others' intentions. The good news is that EI provides practical strategies to handle these moments gracefully. In this chapter, we'll explore how emotional intelligence applies to common scenarios and provide actionable steps to use it effectively in daily life. Applying emotional intelligence to everyday interactions. 1. In relationships. Building stronger bonds. Relationships thrive on trust, empathy, and communication, all pillars of emotional intelligence. Active listening. Show your partner, friend, or family member that you value their perspective by giving them your full attention. Nod, maintain eye contact, and paraphrase what they say to confirm understanding. Expressing emotions. Use I statements to share your feelings without placing blame. Example. Instead of saying you never listen to me, try, I feel unheard when I'm interrupted. Example. Emily, a shy individual, often avoided addressing issues in her friendships. By practicing emotional intelligence, she began expressing her feelings with clarity and empathy. This improved her relationships and built deeper connections. 2. At work. Navigating professional dynamics. Emotional intelligence is a game changer in the workplace, helping you handle everything from teamwork to feedback. Managing stress. When deadlines loom, use deep breathing or mindfulness techniques to stay calm and focused. Giving and receiving feedback. Frame feedback constructively. Instead of saying, "This report is incomplete," try, "I think we could enhance this report by adding more details here." Resolving conflicts. Stay calm and address disagreements with curiosity rather than defensiveness. Ask, "Can you help me understand your perspective?" Example. Jason, a shy team member, often struggled to assert his ideas in meetings. By preparing ahead of time and framing his input with confidence, he started contributing effectively, earning recognition from his colleagues. 3. With strangers. Building bridges through kindness. Interactions with strangers, such as in public places or customer service situations, often rely on subtle nonverbal cues and empathy. Practice kindness. A smile or a kind word can brighten someone's day, and leave a positive impression. Be observant. Use your natural sensitivity to notice when someone might need help or reassurance. Ask open-ended questions. If you're shy, this can help initiate conversations without putting too much pressure on yourself. For example, Sarah, a shy commuter, often felt invisible during her daily bus rides. One day she started smiling at the driver and thanking them. Over time, this simple gesture turned into brief, friendly exchanges that lifted her mood and gave her confidence in other interactions. Strategies for building EI in everyday scenarios. 1. Practice daily mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and aware of your emotions, making it easier to respond thoughtfully in everyday situations. Take 5 minutes each morning to focus on your breath and set an intention for the day. 2. Journal your interactions. Reflect on your daily interactions and evaluate how you handled them. Ask yourself, what went well? What could I do differently next time? 3. Embrace small risks. Push yourself to engage in small acts of courage, like striking up a conversation or offering a compliment. These small steps build confidence over time. 4. Celebrate your wins. Acknowledge the moments when you handled a situation with emotional intelligence, no matter how small. This reinforces positive habits. Using EI in daily life doesn't just benefit you, it creates a ripple effect, improving the interactions and environments around you. When you approach situations with empathy and understanding, you inspire others to do the same, fostering a culture of kindness and mutual respect. Consider Mark, a shy individual who felt overwhelmed when a store clerk was rude to him. Instead of reacting angrily, he calmly said, "I understand you're probably having a busy day, but I'd appreciate your help with this." His empathetic approach diffused the tension, resulting in a more positive outcome. Emotional intelligence isn't reserved for extraordinary situations, it's the secret to thriving in the ordinary moments of life. By practicing empathy, self-awareness, and effective communication, you can handle everyday interactions with grace and authenticity. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to connect, every challenge a chance to grow. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to make emotional intelligence a lifelong practice, ensuring it becomes an integral part of who you are. For now, consider this: how can you use EI to improve one interaction today? Chapter 12. Mastering your emotional intelligence journey. Emotional intelligence isn't a skill you master overnight, it's a lifelong journey. Like physical fitness, it requires consistent practice and reflection to grow stronger. The good news? Every small step you take brings noticeable improvements, enhancing your relationships, confidence, and ability to navigate life's challenges. In this final chapter, we'll explore how to make emotional intelligence a sustainable part of your life. By developing daily habits, embracing lifelong learning, and celebrating your growth, you can ensure that emotional intelligence becomes not just a tool but a way of being. Developing daily habits for EI mastery. 1. Start your day with intention. Begin each morning with a brief reflection on how you want to approach the day. Ask yourself, what emotions do I want to cultivate today? How can I bring empathy and understanding to my interactions? 2. Practice gratitude. Cultivating gratitude enhances your emotional resilience and overall well-being. Take a moment each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. 3. Check in with your emotions. Throughout the day, pause and ask, how am I feeling right now? Recognizing your emotions helps you respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. 4. Reflect in the evening. At the end of each day, spend a few minutes journaling about your interactions and decisions. What went well? What could you improve? This reflection strengthens self-awareness and highlights areas for growth. Embracing lifelong learning. 1. Seek feedback. Growth often comes from perspectives outside your own. Regularly ask for constructive feedback from trusted friends, colleagues, or mentors. Use their insights to refine your emotional intelligence skills. 2. Learn from challenges. View setbacks as opportunities to grow. When something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I handle similar situations more effectively in the future? 3. Expand your knowledge. Read books, attend workshops, or listen to podcasts about emotional intelligence and related topics. Continuous learning ensures you stay engaged and inspired on your journey. 4. Surround yourself with growth-oriented people. Spend time with individuals who value emotional intelligence and personal growth. Their support and encouragement will motivate you to stay committed to your journey. Celebrating your growth. 1. Acknowledge your progress. It's easy to focus on what's left to improve, but don't forget to celebrate how far you've come. Reflect on the challenges you've overcome and the skills you've developed along the way. 2. Track your milestones. Keep a journal or list of key moments where your emotional intelligence made a difference, whether it was resolving a conflict, deepening a relationship, or staying calm under pressure. 3. Reward yourself. Celebrate your growth with meaningful rewards, such as treating yourself to something special or taking time to enjoy an activity you love. Sustaining your EI practice. Consistency is key to mastering emotional intelligence. Here are a few tips to ensure your practice remains sustainable. Start small. Focus on 1 or 2 habits at a time rather than trying to overhaul your entire routine. Be patient. Growth takes time. Trust the process and recognize that small, consistent efforts lead to lasting change. Revisit your why. When motivation wanes, remind yourself why emotional intelligence matters to you, whether it's for better relationships, personal growth, or professional success. Your commitment to emotional intelligence doesn't just benefit you, it creates a ripple effect that influences everyone around you. By showing empathy, authenticity, and understanding, you inspire others to do the same, fostering a more compassionate and connected world. Example. Consider Emma, a shy professional who embraced emotional intelligence to overcome her fear of networking. Over time, her thoughtful approach to connecting with others inspired her colleagues to prioritize empathy and active listening in their own interactions. Emma's growth became a catalyst for positive change in her workplace. Your emotional intelligence journey is a lifelong practice of learning, growing, and connecting. By cultivating daily habits, embracing challenges as opportunities, and celebrating your progress, you can make EI an integral part of your life. Remember, this journey is not about perfection, it's about progress. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the confident, empathetic, and resilient person you aspire to be. The tools you've gained in this book are just the beginning. The rest of your journey is yours to shape. As we conclude, take a moment to reflect. How will you use emotional intelligence to shape your future and positively impact those around you? The journey begins now. Take care and be well.